Every morning for the first 10 weeks of my pregnancy, I have to take a shot. This is my setup. So I will be taking progesterone in oil. Right now I'm taking 1 milliliter, but when we get to the end of my treatment, I will do half of that when I can start weaning off of it. This is my heating pad. This is the syringe. This is the actual injection needle. I have alcohol pads. This is a suppository of progesterone that I have to insert. And then I also rub lidocaine on my injection spot. I also have to apply these estrogen patches, but that's like every 3 days. So I have one on right now, and it's not time to change it yet. So this is my little setup. I also take a baby aspirin every day, as well as I have to take estrogen pills also twice a day. So this is my whole setup, and I'm going to show how I do this. So first, what I'll do is I have to clean off the top of the progesterone with an alcohol pad. I've already put lidocaine on the spot, but I'll probably put some more on just because I hate the needles. And then I will insert this syringe into the top of the progesterone and pull out the amount that I need. I will discard this needle in the sharps container, and then I will put this needle on top for the actual injection. And I also heat up because it's oil, this is my heating pad. So I put this on my body, like on the spot where it's gonna be injected, but I also, once I fill the syringe, I let it sit on here on the heating pad for just a little bit so it can warm up. All right, so now I am gonna prep everything. So I wipe off the top, and then I have my syringe. It's my syringe. I insert this into the vial, hold it up, and I pull it back till it gets to the one. Take that out, put the cap back on the needle, put it in my sharps container, and I will put the syringe on top of the heating pad. And while that's happening, I'm going to open up my needle. I usually also insert the suppository during that time, but I'll just wait and do it. This is what the suppository looks like. So this is progesterone, and I insert this. It looks like a tampon, and I'll remove the cap, and then I insert it into my vagina. I'll wait on that. And I also use a marker because I mark where I'm gonna have to insert it. And this is my patch. I've had this patch on for a couple of days now. but I always look in the mirror. I draw the lines. So right here, I draw a T. I do this every morning. I have to draw it on so I have a visual. And then it always goes in this top section. And I alternate sides every day. So it's not the same spot every day. I already put some lidocaine on, but I'm gonna put some more on. And so it goes in that top right quadrant. And so my syringe has been resting on the heating pad. I'm gonna put this heating pad on for just a little bit to kind of relax my muscles. Oh, the phone fell. Let's see, can I get this back? Okay, yes. All right, so gonna relax my muscles a little bit with the heating pad. And all right, so now I am going to put, I have an alcohol pad, and I'm gonna wipe off the spot, remove some of that, just keep it sanitized. So removing the lidocaine and any other oils or anything that might be on my skin before I insert the progesterone. So I'll give that a couple of seconds to dry off. While I'm doing that, I am going to put the needle on the syringe. This is the injection needle. So what I will do is push the plunger in just a tiny bit so that I remove any excess, and then you see that little bubble, like that little bit come out. That means that the excess air is out. And so here's the part that I love the most. I'm actually afraid of needles, but because this is important to me, I have been doing this by myself every single day. And some days are easier than others, so I lean against the wall. I have a history of actually fainting with shots. That's happened in the past because of my fear of needles, but I am overcoming that, and here I am now. I lean against the wall to try to allow myself to relax. I also have a music playlist, but I'm not listening to that right now while I'm recording. So I am going to inject the needle in the spot, and this goes in my muscles. So I try to relax into it. And once it's inserted, I push the plunger in. Until it's empty. And then I remove it, place the cap back on the needle, put that in the sharps container, and I clean up everything. I ran out of gauze pads, so I'm using tissue. I am preparing for my baby. this is worth it because I am preparing for my baby. So I'm just kind of massaging the muscles while also wiping off the blood. So this is it. This is my prep. I'm doing hard things, and I'm doing them with joy. So now I will insert my suppository, and that's the end of my morning routine.